Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. We just got our latest battle box. This is mission 84. Let's check it out. All right, item number one is from Climate. This is the V seat. Comes with a Velcro strap here. Pull this off. And then you've got this, and it's valued at about 17 bucks. I actually tested this out last night. You can see how big it is. It's basically an inflatable seat for when you're out hunting, fishing, hiking, you want to take a break, you're just hanging out with friends. So let me inflate this so you can see what it looks like. There's a look at it inflated. The thing about Climate is they have these kind of like tubes as opposed to inflating the whole thing. One advantage of that is it inflates really quickly. So this didn't take a lot of effort to inflate. I think this concept is great. I mean, you saw the size of it. It was like half the size of a Coke can. But you could throw this like in the EDC bag. You could throw this in, if you're a woman, you could throw this into your purse. And then if you're out and about, you know, with your friends in the summer, you're like go to a park and you want to sit down, but it's wet on the ground or it's a little bit cold, inflate this, sit on it, gets you a little bit up off the ground. So simple product for 17 bucks. I do like Climate products. I was actually just sleeping on one of their sleeping pads the other night. So yeah, 17 bucks, a seat for easy travel, super compact when you deflate it. That's your first item. All right, next item valued at 30 bucks is this, which is the Olita. This is a Fox Edge knife. Let's see if I can get this to focus in a little bit. So it is ACR 13 MOV. Some people freak out about that steel. It's definitely a budget steel. It's not an S30V or anything like that. The thing about it for me, for an EDC knife, is that it'll sharpen up quickly. Even if it dulls a little bit more quickly, it's not a ton of work to sharpen it up. So got a flipper there, as you can see. You can also sort of open it with the little kind of hole there. It's a little bit hard to get access to, but you can open it that way. You do have this little wood, the one side there, the wood on the handle. Frame lock, locks up nicely. Yeah, actually really nicely. Pocket clip is going to be, looks like right hand tip up, but rides nice and really deep. Valued at 30 bucks. It's kind of a cool knife. Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice. I would call it a cool knife. I would call it a nice knife. It doesn't jump out to me like some other knives. I also don't look at it and go, I don't like that thing. So it's in like the nice category, the good category. Has a little bit of sort of the flavor for me of the Benchmade Loco, 808 Loco, which I like. Different blade profile, but some similarities to it. So that's your second item in this month's battle box. Let me say here real quick, as I do in almost all my unboxing videos, this is not a full review of every single item. That just takes a lot of time to do that, and I have other products I want to review and test out. So this is kind of an overview of what's coming in this month's battle box and to give you a general sense of what battle box is sending out. All right, next up here we have the light band. This is valued at 50 bucks. And I actually was using this last night. Let me just show you what it looks like. You got a battery pack in the back that you slide into this kind of elastic section. Then you connect the cord to the side there. And what's basically different about this is instead of a single light, it's got a bunch of lights. So let me turn this on and you can see what it looks like. So I got a high, a low, a medium, and a low. And then we've got a red, and then we've got a flashing option, and then off. It definitely puts out light like this as opposed to like this from a headlamp. So you can see this thing is kind of goofy as it sticks out. So I'll probably loop this around the back elastic section, put this around like this, and put it in that way. So there's a close-up of it. Super flexible. 520 lumens for your max output. One of the things I liked about this is that I think they said it's 210 degrees or something like that. So it's a lot of light that's coming out. For me, that's a great option when I'm like around camp or something, right? So I think this may head out to my bushcraft base camp and work, I'll work with it there or use it there, because that's like you're working around at night and you don't want just a tight beam. You want to be able to see a bunch of things. Maybe you're grabbing wood and moving things. So that's pretty unique. There was another one I reviewed a while ago that had kind of a similar, it would shoot out a wider beam, but it just wasn't as nicely made. I do think the flexibility of this is actually pretty slick. So valued at 50 bucks, definitely outside the box. This is not your Princeton Tech or your Black Diamond or your, some of the other brands that you're familiar with. So the immediate thing that you'll see is that you're getting more light in a wider area as opposed to a tight beam. So it's more like kind of a floodlight or flood headlamp that you'll be using here. So that's our next item in the battle box. All right, next item valued at 15 bucks is the Halo Net Gator from 511. Let me actually take this thing out. I'm gonna put it on. And I've said this before, but my neck in particular, for me, like that's why I wear hoodies a lot, because I got no hair, right? So my neck gets cold really quickly. I'll wear non-hoodied sweatshirts and my neck it's notably chillier. So having something like this, I think it's awesome. Let me just throw this over my head here. So you can throw this around your neck for warmth, as you can see, or obviously, you know, pull it up over your face like so. That's additional warmth. Something like this is great when you're out hiking, right? Because you can wear it, you're hiking, you're keeping your face warm, and then as you warm up, boom, drop it down like this, boom, drop it down like this, and then obviously easily just take it off. So it's a cool product. I think I'm gonna keep that on for the rest of this video. It's helping my neck stay warm. 15 bucks for a neck gaiter, very stretchable material. Let me show you what the inside looks like. It's kind of a heatherish color, and then you can see through it. So it's not super heavy or super thick, but absolutely, as soon as I put it on, I can feel a little bit more warmth. So 15 bucks from 511. That's our next item in this month's battle box. All right, I actually missed an item, so we're gonna go back a little bit, but this is the No-So repair patch. You can see it's the BattleBox logo, and this is valued at 20 bucks. This is made in the USA, all American, it says. Basically, you're gonna clean an area. Say you've got a ripped jacket, tent, something like that. You're gonna clean the area, you're gonna stick this on, and then you can tumble dry it on low heat for 10 minutes, and then press with moderate pressure in a circular motion for 30 seconds to basically make sure it stays attached. But that's a way to repair gear. I've got a whole box of, like a small box, but a box of repair items that BattleBox has sent over the years, which is awesome, because now I'm like, oh, I need to fix that coat, I need to fix this and fix that. Boom, done. I can just do it with the gear I have. I will say 20 bucks. If this was 10 bucks, I'd be like, okay, 20 bucks seems like a bit much for this, but it is what it is. Yeah, and they've got the logo on there. So I've actually got a hole in the back of a fleece jacket that I put some, like, it's sort of like fabric duct tape. And it stayed on for a long time, but I might take that off and put this on instead, because I think that'll look a little bit cooler. So No-So repair patch. Next item coming at 65 bucks is the Zippo Heat Bank 9S Plus. So I've seen these around, the ones that I think run off like butane, like a butane lighter, but this charges up. It's got a 5200 milliamp hour power bank. You can use it as a flashlight, up to 9 hours of heat. And so basically it's like a power bank, but also you can use it to heat up your hand. So 9 hours of heat, battery and heat digital display, integrated flashlight, dual USB charging ports, ergonomic design, up to 120 degrees or 50 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit and Celsius, operating temperature, 6 heat settings, and basically you're gonna charge it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy home, charge it up, and then give it a shot. And then I'll roll in some footage here to give you some thoughts on it. But 65 bucks, so it's not a cheap item, and we'll see what we think about it. All right, last item is our knife of the month. This is the Tommy P. This is gonna be an AUS 10 steel from Lord & Field. This is a cool, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this reminds me of like a heli style bushcrafting blade. So interesting sheath. It kind of goes in, it's a little bit thicker as opposed to being more streamlined. That's what that looks like. Stitching, I would say, is pretty good. Definitely a different, you know, most sheaths would ride like this. This one rides like this. But check out the handle, and you can see this thing is brand new because it's still got quite a bit of oil on it and some leather from the sheath. But look at that guy. So like I said, AUS 10 steel, just a chunky handle. Like when I picked that up, I'm like, I think of a heli, and I think of like a Garberg or a Kansbowl from Mora. It's a nice looking knife. And then I picked that up, it feels like I got great control of it, despite the fact that there's no finger choil or I'm not locking into any grooves or anything. But I love a thick handle, especially in this middle portion of my hand. That's a great feel as soon as you pick it up. All right, so value for this one is $120. They're saying it's a Puko style knife, which it is. It's Puko, and also it has, like I said, it has kind of a heli or a Mora look as well. So put it back in the sheath here to show you what that looks like. There's that, Lord & Field, as you can see, I think there, yep. I really like their Lord & Field line. I'm 90% sure that's like BattleBox's bushcraft line, but the stuff they put out has been really cool. Like, you know, some of the cooking items. Yeah, there's like some blades that they put out. I've liked what they've done. So that is a cool knife right there, valued at $120. AUS 10 for the steel. For 120 bucks, would I prefer a D2? Would I prefer, you know, a VG10, something like that? Maybe, but, you know, I've generally had good luck. I don't have a ton of knives with AUS steels, AUS steels, but generally they've worked fine for me. Feels like that's got a nice 90-degree spine too. You can throw sparks off of. So sometimes I get these knives and I'm like, I'll use it, and then I just don't end up using it. This one I think I will actually put to use, and relatively soon here. So the Tommy P from Lord & Field, that's our last item in this month's battle box. Wrapping up here talking about BattlBox's latest shipment, Mission 84. I want to start off telling you about this Zippo hand warmer. This thing is awesome. It is awesome. So there's a tiny little light right here. If you double click, the light comes on. So it's a tiny little light. It's also a battery. Let me see if I double click, turn it off. There we go. Battery bank, so you can do that. It uses a micro USB to charge it right there. But when you, let's see, you press it, you turn it on. It's currently, there's your battery charge. And then let me see if I hold it down. Now you're going to see it's on level 1. So there's level 1, click, level 1, 2, 3, level 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's at level 2 at the highest output. This thing gets toasty warm. I've used those hand warmers before. The ones you kind of open up, expose the air, they're like fine, but this thing is really nice. But my ears are cold right now, and yeah, that's really impressive. So hand warmer power bank, definitely a win overall for this box. You know, if I were to say going from average to good to great, I put this in like a very good, leaning toward great box. This thing is going to be a major win, just day-to-day life. This is not a survival tool, but to keep your hands warm, keep it in your pocket. It comes with a lanyard, so you can throw it around your neck. You know, hold it like this, just up close. You can drop it down in your jacket. And if you bring the lanyard a little bit shorter, have it on your chest, that's nice and warm. So that's a win. I like the knife, the climate thing I like. Overall, some wins. I did, like I mentioned before, think that the patches were a bit expensive for what they are. But other than that, I think a lot of W's in this box. So well done, good talking. Anyhow, well done, good job by BattlBox. I like the fact that this isn't just straight up survival gear. There's some months where I'm like, okay, it's nothing that's like survival-ish, and I wish they did a little bit more. Other months they do a lot of survival stuff, which I always like. But I like this because it's not just in the box. So no pun intended. But if you're looking for just flashlights, knives, axes, folding saws, bushcraft gear, survival gear only, then I think pretty much most of the boxes out there are going to disappoint you. The tactical outdoor survival boxes, because they often mix in EDC stuff as well. But that's why I like BattlBox, a diversity of products. I'm just looking here on my desk. Like here's another one that I got from them a while ago. Solar powered, but also you can charge it up. 1, 2, flashing option 3, and off, and hang it, and then this closes up. Glowco? Yeah, Glowco, and LED lighting innovator, glowco.com. Another cool product from a BattlBox that I got. So yeah, I put this in the very good category, but let's hear your thoughts. What's your feedback on this? What do you think about this box? What do you like? What would you change? What products have you used? Let's get that conversation started in the comment section now. All right, guys, thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.